of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Hi, it's Ann Perry. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. This is the second in a series of videos that I'm creating for you to help you to understand what does it mean to be born on your birthday. So today we're going to be covering what does it mean to be born on the 2nd, the 11th, or the 20th of any month. So first of all, let's talk about what does the day of birth actually reveal about us. So the day that you were born on reveals an added gift or potential, if you will, to your life experience. It also brings in a sub-lesson, okay? So your life path number, the one that's created from your day of birth, creates the major lesson in your life that you're following. And this brings in, the day of birth brings in like a sub-lesson, sort of a smaller lesson, if you will. It's somewhat of an influence to be learned in this lifetime. It's the number that's behind the life path, but it's acting as a little bit of support as well. And so it offers us clues as to what we've agreed to in our soul's contract to learn in this lifetime. So for example, my life path number is a 7, and I was born on the 25th. So that actually emphasizes the fact that I need to be a spiritual teacher, because the 25th, 2 and 5 equals 7, which is an added go do it, go teach, right, to the life path number of the 7. Okay, so what are the positive characteristics of the number 2? Now remember, there are positive aspects and there are negative aspects to each number, so it's important that we take a look at each number as it comes out in your day of birth. The number 2 has a very clear sense of personal boundaries and limits. They really know how to provide themselves with boundaries so that they don't overgive, okay, because 2s are notorious for overgiving. They know how to support themselves and others in equal measure so that they're not overexerting themselves. They're excellent team players. They're very, very good at supporting people. They like to lead from behind the scenes. They don't like the limelight, so to speak. They're a little bit quieter, a little bit more shy than, say, somebody born on the 1st or the 10th, 28th or such with the 1 energy. So they lead from behind, which means that they're excellent leaders, but they don't need a whole bunch of bravado around it, if you will. So let's take a look at the negative characteristics of the number 2. They can get very easily overwhelmed. Remember, the 2 is someone that's very, very sensitive. And so sometimes they tend to be a little bit resistant, and they become a little bit reactive, okay? So a little bit of drama comes in there. They start out very helpful, but suddenly they withdraw and they become a little bit resentful of the fact that they're giving, okay? So that's not really being balanced, is it? So they can often be a little bit needy. They can be very codependent. Remember, 2 is one of 2 people. So therefore they can become moody, depressed, and often they can become drama queens. We've all got it in us, I guess. So the example of the positive and the negative potential to the 11th birthday, we need to look at the 11 because 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? So when we look at the positive side of the 11, we've got double 1s here, right? So that's double independence, double creativity, double ambition, very inspiring, and they feel very secure within themselves. Okay, that's that 1 standing tall and being counted and being seen and being heard, and they don't have trouble asking for what they need, okay, rather than giving it all away and depleting themselves. But there is a negative side to the 11 as well. Again, we have double 1 energy, which means that this person born on the 11th could be, if acting in the negative, could be domineering, arrogant, codependent, lazy, insecure, inhibited, and sometimes a little unapproachable and aloof. Let's look at the 20th, the day of the 20th birthday. A little bit different here because we've got the 2 and the 0. Now, some numerologists don't observe the 0. I can't even imagine why they don't, but some people don't. The 0 is very, very important, and we're going to talk about that. So in the positive, when somebody was born on the 20th, the 2 is all about being very cooperative, very balanced. Remember, the 2s have a tendency when they fall to the negative to overgive. So the trick to becoming a successful 2 and working it to your best potential is to make sure that you're giving enough to yourself so that you can continue to give to others. Remember, when you're on an airplane and the airplane's going down and the oxygen masks fall, your first inclination is going to be to give it to somebody else, right? No, first inclination should be grab it for yourself so that you can have the oxygen that you need so that you can continue to take care of the others around you. So that's kind of the credo for those with 2 energy in their charts. So again, positive side is cooperative and balanced. They're team players, they're supportive, they're caring and sensitive to other people's needs, but they're also sensitive to their own needs, and they need to be of service. The 0 in here, the 0 is all about your intuitive gifts and your wisdom, spiritual wisdom. So those who are working in the positive side of being born on the 20th have a developed sense of their inner gifts and their connection to spirit. They have no doubt that there is a connection to the other side that's supporting and helping them, and they don't deny that whatsoever. Now, the negative side of the 20th, remember the 2, they have hangups related to feeling that they have to do the right thing. They're always feeling like, there's expectations on them, so they always have to do the right thing. And that causes them sometimes to be a bit codependent. They're over-givers, and they can be very worrisome. They just get a little too uptight about everything because they're very, very sensitive. The 0, when you're acting on the negative side of the 0 would be rejecting their gifts with a low sense of self-worth. When you have the negative side of the 0, sometimes you just don't feel good enough, and you don't rise to your potential. And the 0 is telling you in the negative that you're rejecting support from spirit, and you can get so much guidance from spirit. If you're troubled and you don't know which way to go, spirit's the first place to go, right? So that's the negative side of the 0. Okay, that's it for today. That was talking about the energy of the number 2 as it comes in as being born on the 2nd, the 11th, or the 20th. I hope you enjoyed today and that you'll tune in for the next video. I'd love to keep in touch. If you have any questions whatsoever, by all means, please post them down below. I'd love to hear from you. And I have a new free video, by the way. I'm just announcing this. And you might want to check it out on my website. If you sign up for the newsletter, the newsletter has a link to it where there's a free video that you can get, and it's not on YouTube, so it's an exclusive video. So check out AnnPerryNumerologist.com for that. And I'd love it if you'd follow me on Facebook, because I post something new every single day. If you want to be a numerology keener like me, that's where you'll find me. Okay, guys, hoping you're having a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye for now.